Gervonta Tank Davis' latest fight against Lamont Roach Jr. has stirred up a storm of controversy, leaving the boxing world divided over the legitimacy of his victory. The bout, which saw Davis emerge as the winner, has been heavily scrutinized due to a crucial moment where he appeared to take a knee. The decision to not count it as a knockdown has fueled intense debates among fans, analysts, and fellow fighters. Many argue that if the knockdown had been recognized, it could have significantly changed the outcome of the fight. Since the fight concluded, Davis has been met with a wave of criticism, with many questioning whether he truly deserved to win. Fans have taken to social media to express their frustration, flooding the internet with memes and heated discussions about the fight's legitimacy. Davis, once celebrated as one of boxing's most dangerous punchers, now finds himself at the center of a heated debate about his standing among the sport's elite. Adding to the growing tension, the New York State Athletic Commission (NYSAC) has launched a review into referee Steve Willis' handling of the match. The scrutiny surrounding Willis' decision-making has intensified, as fans and analysts dissect the moment Davis took a knee. With the fight's outcome being re-evaluated, Davis has finally spoken out against the backlash, expressing his frustration over the way the boxing community has reacted. "Boxing is trash. Look at all these people bashing me," Davis stated in response to the criticism. "These are the same ones who bet on me. The moment you lose one fight or have a bad night, everyone turns against you. This sport only cares about undefeated records." Davis' remarks reflect a sentiment often echoed in the boxing world. Fighters who are undefeated tend to be revered, but the moment they show signs of vulnerability, they are met with harsh judgment. While some fans remain loyal to Davis, others believe his win was tainted by the controversial moment in the fight. Fighters who once avoided calling him out are now taking jabs at his credibility, while analysts who previously praised his abilities are now questioning his dominance in the ring. At the heart of the controversy is whether Davis intentionally took a knee to avoid Roach's aggressive attack or if it was simply an unintentional reaction to pressure. Many believe it was a clear knockdown that should have been counted against him. Veteran boxing writer Dan Raphael weighed in on the debate, stating, "That was a bad night from Steve Willis. That mistake potentially cost Lamont Roach a championship. That knockdown should have been counted, and Davis should have lost." The situation was further complicated by the referee's hesitation in making a decision. Willis' apparent reluctance to call the knockdown allowed Davis to turn his back and walk to his corner, an action that rarely occurs in professional boxing. Many have questioned why Davis was permitted to retreat to his corner in the middle of the round without any consequences. Even more unusual was the fact that Davis' trainer, Calvin Ford, was allowed to step onto the ring apron and wipe his fighter's face with a towel, an action that is typically not permitted mid-fight. The unusual sequence of events has prompted a strong reaction from the boxing community. Former fighters and trainers have voiced their concerns, agreeing that the uncounted knockdown altered the course of the fight. Trainer Stephen Bredman Edwards, former champion Chris Algieri, and Paulie Malignaggi all pointed out that the way Willis handled the moment was problematic. "How does a fighter just walk to his corner mid-round, get his face wiped, and the ref does nothing?" Malignaggi questioned during a discussion on the fight's aftermath. "That's insane to me." Lamont Roach Jr. has not remained silent on the matter, making it clear that he believes he won the fight. "I think I won that fight. The 9th round should have been called a knockdown. If they had counted it, I would have won on the scorecards. That's a 3-point swing." Gary Jonas, founder of ProBox TV and an advisor to Roach, has taken action by officially filing an appeal with the NYSAC. The appeal argues that Roach should be declared the winner due to multiple officiating errors, including the uncounted knockdown, Davis' unauthorized break in the middle of the round, and his trainer's interference. "People make mistakes, but it always seems to favor the A-side fighter," Edwards stated. His sentiment echoes the frustrations of many boxing fans who believe that the sport often protects its biggest stars, even at the cost of fairness. The controversy has also invited criticism from fellow fighters. Shakur Stevenson was among the first to comment, implying that Davis' performance revealed his inability to handle elite competition. Ryan Garcia also took to social media to mock Davis, tweeting, "Not so scary anymore." Devin Haney, another top competitor, weighed in by saying, "Real champions don't take knees." Davis has taken notice of the criticism and has vowed to silence his detractors. "I lost focus in there, but that doesn't mean anything. I'll get back up, and we'll see what everyone says then. I'll put them all down." As Davis faces the backlash, the discussion over the fight's legitimacy continues to gain momentum. ProBox TV's panel discussion further highlighted just how divided the boxing world is over the outcome. "Tank Davis didn't just lose that round," Malignaghi emphasized. "If the knockdown was counted, he lost the fight." Former referee Joe Cortez also weighed in on the matter, noting that Willis' actions during the fight were highly unusual. "You can't just call your own timeout in boxing, that's not how this works. If the NSAC were to overturn the fight's result, it would be one of the most significant rulings in boxing history, sending shockwaves through the sport." However, if Davis' victory stands, the controversy surrounding it is unlikely to go away anytime soon. Many fans will continue to view this fight as a blemish on his record, a moment that calls his legitimacy as a champion into question. To further complicate matters, a new video has surfaced showing referee Steve Willis being confronted by a fan about his decision during the fight. The clip, which quickly went viral, captures the fan questioning Willis about why he did not count the knockdown. The fan pressed him, saying, "Come on, man, you saw it." Willis, visibly uncomfortable, refused to provide an answer, repeatedly stating, "I can't speak on that." For many, this reaction only solidified their belief that Willis knew he made an error but was unwilling to admit it. The video has added fuel to the argument that Roach was robbed of a fair fight, further intensifying the backlash against Davis. As the NSAC continues its review, Davis remains focused on proving his critics wrong. He knows that had he knocked Roach out early, none of this controversy would have surfaced. He understands that analysts who are currently tearing him down would have been hyping him up had things played out differently. He is also aware that the same fighters who previously avoided mentioning his name are now calling him out. Shakur Stevenson, Ryan Garcia, and Devin Haney have all taken shots, and Davis has made it clear that he plans to respond in the ring. "I'll put them all down," he declared. Despite his frustration, Davis is not backing away from the challenge. If anything, he is using the controversy as motivation to come back even stronger. History has shown that fighters who are doubted often return with something to prove. If Davis follows that path, his next fight could be one of the most significant of his career. However, whether or not this controversy fades remains uncertain. Even if the NSAC upholds the fight's result, this bout will remain a stain on his record in the eyes of many fans. Boxing history is filled with moments of doubt and redemption. Fighters like Floyd Mayweather, Canelo Alvarez, and Muhammad Ali all had times when people questioned them. The difference lay in how they responded. For Davis, this is not the end of his career but the beginning of a new chapter. The only question that remains is how he will write it.